everybody. Still at Adepticon, recording videos, showing everybody what's going on. Today I am here checking out a new game. It's a cooperative fantasy game, which I learned a little bit about before I ran out of space on the video, so we had to try it again. So let's go through this again. I'm going to show you the video, I'm going to show you it, and then we'll get to talk about it. So this is the game. The game is called Myth, and this is
Brian.
Brian.
How are you, sir?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
Recording number 2. Gotta love the second take. Okay. Even though I know you had to say it once, can you go ahead and say it again? Tell me a little bit about the game.
So the game is a bunch of guys sitting down, guys or gals, kids or adults sitting down and having a good time just telling their own story. Okay. Each person is a hero. It's fully cooperative. There's no person playing the bad guy, if you will. And you go into a tile, you discover and you populate that tile, you put a quest there, you complete that quest, you move on to the next tile. It's just a really fun game that you can sit down and have a good time with anyone with.
Excellent. So this is a boxed game. There's nothing extra. You're all set once you get it?
This boxed game is actually a base game. We put this on Kickstarter last year, did extremely well, so it gave us a lot of opportunity to do expansions. So there's going to be expansions, and new monsters, and new bosses that come out. That is great. I love games that are like this, where you have that nice complete set entry point, and then you can always add on to it as you need. That's right.
Being the kind of, I have a gaming group, but then I have a non-gaming group of namely my family.
Right.
And these things are perfect for drafting them in.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the game mechanic?
Sure. Each hero is governed by a deck of cards. You'll have a hand of 5, and as you play those cards, you'll add action points to the darkness. When the darkness hits 6, they get to go, and they'll spawn out of lairs, they'll move it around and attack people. And they'll just interrupt the heroes as they go, and then the heroes continue to play until they all decide, okay, we're done this round. They get to recycle their deck, they get to recycle their hand, and then they start again. The monsters move based off of priorities, and so there is no situation that the monsters, there's no person saying, I'm going to move this monster here. The monster moves based off of threat, or proximity, or soldier type, or maybe they don't like threat, so they're going to move away from the most threatening. And so the monsters react based off of what the heroes are doing at any given time, and their actions are not the same.
Okay. See what I noticed, it's a mix of cards and dice. For the dice system, I noticed that you got away from the D6, which I thank you for.
Yep.
It's a very limiting die.
Yeah, it is.
So game size and game play time is what? Hour, 2 hours, longer?
You'll go through 3 tiles in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. If one of those tiles is a slaughter field tile, slaughter field is where the heroes happen upon a clearing and then the monsters are just poured in from the sides. Those tend to take a little bit longer, so a slaughter field tile will take an hour all by itself sometimes.
Okay. As far as scaling, I understand it scales up to, what, 5 players?
5 players.
So that's great if you've got a small group that you play with. If you have I know I have my card group that comes by and plays cards. Right. This would be a perfect one. This would be a perfect alternative to that. Got it? All right, you got to tell me a little bit about the models. Because I'm seeing some stuff in here that is really, really cool. So I will go ahead and take a look at these. I'll let you answer some questions, and then we'll get back to it. Because these guys look really great. I mean, check out the big guy at the back. I hope that the camera's picking this up because it's in the raw resin, so picking out some of the details. But he looks fierce. I love the scorpions. Oh, and look, little guy on. These look great. So there's definitely a lot of cool stuff here. They did do a Kickstarter for it. I think the Kickstarter is, I'm not sure if Kickstarter, oh, nope, that's somebody else. Sorry, wrong one. So, he had to run, he's got some sales stuff to do. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and take a look at some more stuff and possibly pick up a set. Definitely, game looks really cool, called Myth. Have a good one, guys.